Are we here? Hello? Hello?
Hopefully the mic works.
Does our mic work? Can everyone hear us? It looks like we've got some volume.
It's moving up and down.
Look who I brought today. Public display of affection. We've been married far too long. Hello, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day.
Hello. I don't have a lot to say.
I think everyone is here for you tonight.
My apologies. I'm not sure it will be very entertaining.
I think we'll be entertaining.
I don't know.
Of course, I didn't pour myself a glass of wine. I was going to.
It's probably good because you get stuffed up. So maybe you should just withdraw from the alcohol.
True. That's true.
Yeah, that's like a riot.
Withdrawal from alcohol?
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Well, it's dry February, right?
It's Daytona today. Is anyone watching? Is anyone in the middle of watching Daytona? You said it was a rain delay?
Yeah. That's the only reason I'm on here. It's rain delay.
Were you watching it today?
No.
Oh.
I haven't really followed it. I looked on Twitter to see what was going on.
We didn't watch any NASCAR last year. How is everyone?
It seems like everyone's talking about weather. And
Everybody.
I think it's because it's we're not cold. Western Canada is very cold.
Barry said like minus.
Yeah,
felt like minus 50
those who are Fahrenheit and those who are metric, negative 40 is the same Fahrenheit and Celsius
as the US.
Yeah. So it was negative 40 in Western Canada, I think.
That's cold.
That's cold.
It's cold here too.
And I know it's quite cold through down through Missouri and through Kansas and stuff like that because they're worried about the winter wheat.
Right.
But I'm not sure if they got snow.
We did get a cold.
Oh, so it's minus 47 in
where? Minnesota. That's cold. Yep, minus 46, Western Canada.
And then there's those people in Australia and New Zealand that are warm.
Loving it. That's where you were a year ago.
Yeah, that's the sad part, actually. My phone reminds me every day lately. It said it'll come up with a picture from my OneDrive where all my pictures went. Mm-hmm. So then it's like, remember this day a year ago, and it's like these beautiful pictures of Australia, and I'm like, hey, I look outside and it's all snowy. So,
exactly.
Anyways.
Oh my gosh, Mary, thank you.
So yeah, we talk about weather all the time. I live by the weather. I watch a guy on YouTube,
Eric Snodgrass.
So if anyone wants to watch a weather thing,
you don't have to be a farmer.
No, you don't have to be a farmer. Eric Snodgrass, does a weather thing for Nutrient Egg. And I think I probably man crush on him a little bit because I watch his videos all the time. Yeah, he's really good.
You like Eric for
sure.
So
he says it was supposed to be cold. I'm hoping by the end of February it starts to warm up. We have a lot of snow to melt.
So you guys, thank you, Klossner Farms. Oh, thank you. That's really, you guys are so generous. I had friends and family messaging me on the last chat, and they were like, what is up with this? Why are they doing this? And I'm like, you guys need to research YouTube and figure out what it's all about. I think they thought I was fundraising or something.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, has everyone had a good Valentine's Day? I feel like
I'm caught up in the comments. You keep talking.
I'm just
reading this.
We didn't do anything. We went back to the cabin yesterday with your brother.
So I think a lot of people know that we have what we call the COVID cabin that we have. So we've been spending a lot of weekends, Saturdays back there, and it's been a lot of fun with just hanging outside with family. So we were back there yesterday. Today was just a little bit more relaxed. Michael's misbehaving.
Michael, stop. Put it towards your education.
Michael, stop.
Michael Gilmore, he's so sweet.
I have to make a shirt that actually says hashtag Michael stop.
I know, Michael stop. Or stop it, Michael. I can't remember what we said.
Well, I was watching the live stream last time, so it was funny to
Can we
see.
Go back and see Orchardist Daughter. Yep. Thank you. That is lovely. It's so hard to see all your. We actually slowed down the comments.
Oh.
And there's still.
Sorry.
I just saw Wiley. There's still coming in fast.
Nova Scotia. I love Nova Scotia.
Have you been to Nova Scotia?
Yes, I have.
Why have you been everywhere? I've been nowhere.
I've been to every province but New Brunswick. I've not been to the territories, but I've been to every province. So
I go nowhere. I stay here.
Oh,
Navy vet. Wow, you guys.
So I'm just rambling.
Well, someone actually asked, and I'm going to go to my community where you guys actually asked some questions today. Someone wanted to know, give like 2 main points of your Nuffield. Mark finished his Nuffield paper, and it's coming out soon.
Yes, my Nuffield paper will be officially released March 26th or something like that. But 2 points in my paper. So it was around farmer to farmer collaborations. So farmers working together, whether it's like sharing equipment or whatever. I guess the first thing is get the people right. If you get the people right, the economics looks after itself. So if you try to do something of economic value, get the people part right. So if you are compatible with someone, we kind of joke, Sandy and I, about my report. It reads like an instruction manual for marriage. But that's really what a collaboration is. So if you can get that people part right, everything else looks after itself. So I think that's the biggest takeaway.
Yeah.
That I would pass on from my report. But
thank you, Ms. Cat from Australia.
Australia.
That's crazy. Yeah, you were in Australia a year ago, and you got... So Mark's pretty sweet, actually. I shouldn't say that we don't do anything. Mark, you're very good at Valentine's Day. I'm not.
Oh, I got you flowers.
You usually always get me chocolates.
I think I made Jess get me flowers.
You did. Yeah. So Mark messaged Jess when he was away last year and got her to go to town and get me a Valentine's gift. You always been very good, and you always made a point of getting the kids stuff if you were away at meetings and stuff.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, he's a super dad.
Oh, I don't know if I go that far, but I do try my best.
Yeah. What are some other questions just to keep us on?
Oh my goodness.
Megan. Oh my goodness. Megan. Okay. Megan is beyond a super fan. She's like a lovely human being, and you don't need to do that. My goodness. You should take your family out for supper.
I'm scanning through.
Are you going to keep... Oh, Jess just got in from Milk and Cows, so you'll get to see Jess tonight. And you just missed Jack.
Everybody wants to know what I'm getting for a combine.
Oh.
So for those who don't know, we basically got rid of our old case combine that we've had on the farm. Jess has been doing videos on it, and I have not told anyone what we're replacing it with yet. So it's
told family.
It's still a surprise. So I do have an intent to do a YouTube video on our combine purchase that we do have coming for. It should be here this spring. Stay tuned. I just haven't got around to it. But I have the footage, so it's there. I'm just gonna hold you in suspense.
Say hi.
Oh God, it looks like a rat.
Oh, you smell so bad.
Because of work. Let's clarify that.
Jess milks cows, so she smells delicious.
Not really. I remember that smell though when I was dating you.
Yes. Yeah, and you married me anyway.
Oh.
I was wondering who you guys were talking to.
Thank you, Robin, Shannon. There was some up there. Klossner Farm, Linda. You guys are awesome. What were we talking about? This is the problem. We get
my combine.
Yes,
but anyways, I am hoping to do video on that. If not, then you can just get Sandy to drag me back on to do it live, and I'll tell you there.
Ooh.
But
that'd be fun.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm pretty excited about it.
Very excited. We are not excited to pay for it.
No. Well, that's part of it, I think. I just wanted to explain to people why farmers make decisions around replacing equipment.
Right. That's what started it.
I was gonna walk through the combine and why we did it. So anyways, enough of me rambling about combines.
Well, people want to know.
You could take over. I'll look through some of the messages here.
Sure.
Someone asked if you are doing zip-up hoodies.
Oh, zip-up hoodies. If there's enough people that want them, then I definitely can. I just have to. It's kind of a process because I have to get a sample. I got to get it sent to me. I got to see if it works, and if it doesn't work, then you got to get another sample. So leave it with me. And if there's enough people that want them, then I definitely could do that.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, we got everybody. Stony Hill Farm.
Everyone's saying hello to Jessica.
Hi.
Oh.
Yeah, Jess is
Hi,
sweet.
everyone. I forgot you guys were doing this tonight, so I walked in and I was about to start yelling, but
I just watched your YouTube video tonight too.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Dr. B, thank you.
Oh my goodness, you
Is
got
that
Michael.
Michael?
Stop.
Is his last name Gilmore? I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh.
Like, no shit.
Caramel. Oh my goodness gracious. You guys are amazing.
So-
I got people to ask questions this morning. A lot of it's like, how did we meet? Do you guys want to know that? Have we
wanna
ever
know.
talked about it?
Have I ever heard of this?
Well, sit down. It's story time.
Story
I
time.
just take off my socks.
So I first met Mark kind of on campus. We went to University of Guelph together.
Yep. I'm 2 years older.
He's 2 years
So
older.
I
Thank you, Willie.
married a younger woman.
Yes. I know I don't look younger, but I am indeed 2 years younger than this old
There's
man.
a lot of gray.
Oh, there's a lot of gray here, but I
I have gray hair.
someone did my color for me, my COVID color. Anyway, we both worked in the research
Crop protection.
crop protection research company as summer students, and you actually the first year I met you was not interested, to be honest. You worked with one of my dearest friends.
Yes, my coworker.
Yep. And then I met you I met you that summer, and it was like Mark had longish hair, very grunge, Oakley sunglasses, which is the same, long hair, sunglasses, and a Minnesota Twins hat.
I was a product of the 90s grunge era.
I love the 90s grunge.
Chess.
90s grunge is where it's at.
So my parents didn't really love me very much because I actually had hair long enough I could put in a ponytail.
I love that.
And I was after cowboy boots and
I had
belt
a
buckles.
chunk of metal in the side of my ear too. So
he was not what I had.
I love that.
He's not what I had in my.
I wasn't a dairy farmer.
He wasn't in my.
Yes, I was a Nirvana man.
You were not in my little bubble of what I had pictured as a little girl.
You're typical.
And then the next year, I saw him walking on campus, and he had cut his hair, and you were wearing a really nice Far West jacket. If anyone knows what a Far West jacket is, it's like we're really dating ourselves. And I'm like,
thanks, VB.
Who is that guy? And then we ended up meeting at an orientation thing, right?
Yeah, so we found out that we were working for the same company the following summer.
Yeah.
And we actually ended up
partners.
Work partners, yeah.
Yeah. And then partners.
And then partners.
Within a couple weeks.
So when I first met Sandy, she was going around campus on a crutch. Or not a crutch. You had a cane by then, the year that we started working together. Yeah. So she had broke her leg skiing some guy that she was skiing with. Some
Wait,
loser.
actually?
Yeah, I went with a boy.
Yes.
I thought you went to school.
Just don't interrupt the story. So anyways, so she was couldn't run away from me because she had a cane. So
that's right.
I ended up having to do all the spraying and she did the mixing. But I think it was about 2 weeks into us working together. I'm like, I think I found myself a tractor driver.
Yeah.
So I was very forthright in my advances, and
you went for it.
I was good in sales and convinced you to.
Yeah, he was not what
date me.
I was going to marry a dairy farmer. That was going to be my future, but that was not my future.
A party animal, maybe a little bit of a party animal.
We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
Oh, we still have fun. Just it's not the same.
I don't have a lot.
It's not the same kind of fun.
Lost a lot of brain cells over the years. You guys are amazing.
Denmark. Thank you.
Is it Johan or is it Joanne or Joe? Like we would say Joanne. Johanna?
I don't know. I'm not good with the.
She is amazing. I'm pretty sure she follows me on Instagram and we talk.
So yeah, I was the one that actually pursued Sandy. She looked really good in a pair of black jeans, if you know what I mean.
You should write a song. You're like a country songwriter tonight, and you don't like country music.
So yeah. Anyways.
So that's how we met. So a lot of people were asking that, and it is Valentine's Day, so that's how we met.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Yeah.
You know how old I actually am? Is that I had that album of Nirvana on cassette tape. And then I actually got it on DVD. Or not DVD, sorry, I got a CD of it. And I'm moving up in the world. I got the CD.
My first cassette.
There's Kinsey.
Kinsey. My first cassette was Platinum Blonde. Does anyone know who Platinum Blonde is? And then my first CD was Def Leppard Hysteria.
I'm not even going to tell you what my first CD was.
What was it?
Milli Vanilli.
No.
Yeah. Blame it on
Are they the ones
rain.
that lip sync?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then
Good choice.
I had a little bit of Michael Bolton for the Femme Fatales.
For the ladies. Did you have a makeout mix?
Yeah, so I had a cassette tape that I had made up, and I had volume 1 and 2 of the massive makeout mix.
Oh, you did.
Jess is barfing.
No.
So
volume 1 and 2.
So I don't know if anybody is our age that actually watches this, but the way we used to do, like I remember getting. It was really exciting when you got the double cassette, because I started with the single cassette and I had to record it off the radio.
Yeah.
So when the top 40 was on, like Casey Kasem, does anyone remember Casey Kasem? Is Sunny Farms here? Someone asked. I love Sunny Farm. They're like a new obsession. I would tape it off the radio.
Yeah, I know that was Michael's being bad again.
Michael. Yeah. It must be the middle of the night there. 8 hours?
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just getting up.
People
love the Milli. Love Def Leppard.
Hammer.
I love Def Leppard.
Def Leppard.
Like you play.
I used to scuffle corn. So those who know scuffle and a row cultivation, we used to have to work the soil in between the corn rows, and we did it in an open station tractor with no cab, and it was always like the 1st of June. It was like 100 degrees outside.
That's when I worked on my
sunburn.
sunburn.
The dust with the tractor would kind of just hang with you, and it'd be like 10 times hotter, and you'd be polluted in dirt. And all we had for a radio was one that was mounted on the fender. And
thank you. It's Johanna.
That's what I thought it would be. Yeah. Johanna. And so I would listen to this with the headphones on, and like you pretty much like would wash your tan off, and it was horrible, but
it's disgusting. Showers.
So anyways, disgusting. I would crank Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me anytime I heard it scuffling corn. And then Dad would get really mad because if you got off the rows, you'd wipe out the corn. And he would be like, "What the hell you doing? You wiped out the corn." I'm like, "Oh, I was listening to Def Leppard." He's like, "Whack, you're an idiot."
That was me cutting hay. I'd always leave lots of bad spots with the hay bine for Dad. I was not his favorite hay biner person.
Hay dispenser person?
Maybe why I don't like hay now.
Oh, man, that's hilarious. Everyone's reminiscing about...
Yeah. I can't believe... I don't even know how we got sidetracked. Probably just talking about how we met. And
grunge.
Yeah. Mark's super alternative. You and Jack. Well, Jack's a little more rock now than that. Anyway.
Yeah.
If you want to know our music, there. Oh, AC/DC. Yeah. Yep. 80s girl.
The Doors. I do like the Doors. Lucy was.
Lucy's here.
Lucy's right behind us.
There they are in all their glory.
Lucy's not loving. She's being a little bit misbehaving right now.
Mark's wondering if Lucy's starting to feel her oats.
The spring fever, and her beagle nose is causing some problems. But anyways,
George Strait. I love George Strait. Okay.
So
Guns N' Roses, Metallica.
Of country music, I only like the really
really country.
Actually, the
like
twangy.
You like Alan Jackson,
George Strait.
Yeah.
Alabama.
He doesn't like any of the new country.
I hate
like
new
nothing.
Country.
Basically, nothing 90s and over.
But even some like, I didn't like.
90s was pretty good.
I didn't like them. No, Alan Jackson is probably one of my.
You like Alan Jackson?
I do like.
That's really random.
Motley Crue.
Look at all these guys.
This is awesome. Johnny Cash. Actually, when Johnny Cash did the remake of 9 Inch Nails song,
Hurt.
Man,
like so good.
He nailed it.
I love that song.
It's way better than the original. Some of those.
Yeah.
The band Chicago, I always remember from the Karate Kid movies.
I had the Chicago greatest hits.
Because
you're my inspiration.
It might have been on it might have been on my Massive Makeout.
Of course it was. Why have I never heard your Massive Makeout mix?
Well, I don't. We're so good together. I don't even need to throw on the music.
I'm just a sucker.
Oh man.
Look at everybody's music. This is hilarious. This is awesome.
Sing
it. No, you don't want me to sing it.
I was asked, I was in the glee club at high school and we were at a singing competition thing. And the music teacher came up to me and said, Mark, do you mind just maybe lip syncing the rest of this? Because we really have a chance.
Tell everybody why you were in the glee club.
Oh, for girls. This has turned out to be like beat up on Mark.
No. This is
Rob
why
Zombie, yeah.
This is why I invited you. Look at all the sheep emojis. Where do you get those? Those are really cute.
Anyways, we're sidetracked.
We are sidetracked.
My apologies.
Let me see if there was another. You can look there if there's really good questions because I want to talk with the guys that are here.
Oh man, thanks, Navy Bet. Leonard Skinner.
We are gonna do a game in
Judas Priest.
In a little bit.
Oh yes.
Belinda sent us some pretty juicy questions, so we'll both like write it on a piece of paper and then show it at the same time.
Hi from Tassie.
See if we get the questions right.
I miss Tasmania. It was a beautiful little spot.
I miss Tasmania too because I didn't go.
It was fantastic. Oh, Alaska. How is it in Alaska right now?
Someone said, I love this. This is my favorite question. I want you to answer.
Someone said church is at Christmas is a great way to find girls as a teen. I went to church camp for that.
Yeah, he sure did. You've had a lot of church camp girlfriends. Mark, what makes you fall in love with Sandy over and over each day?
Well, the same reasons all your YouTube fans love you so much.
Lies.
Because you're just a fantastic person.
Oh, such a good liar.
Oh, I'm never.
Someone actually asked me.
I'm trying to get Michael, stop.
Oh, you are the number one fan. You and Megan are right up there.
People are asking if you're keeping Noah.
Oh, Noah. I've had people actually ask about Noah, so I'm hoping I'll be able to probably sell him. I think.
So Alaska's not too bad. They're saying it's in the 30s Fahrenheit, so that's just a little bit below freezing. 32 is freezing.
It's I see. Yeah, right. Because you're
moderated by the Pacific Ocean, I guess.
That's crazy. I thought Alaska was freezing.
Well, it'll be cold in spots, minus 13.
And Texas is like, there was a huge ice storm, wasn't there? Like someone said there was a huge pile up.
Tammy Lewis, thank you.
Tammy, oh, you guys are beautiful.
Belinda needs Noah. Hey, there's a heck of a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. So Belinda said, I don't know if you guys follow. Pets. Mark thinks she has a collector problem.
She
asked me the other day if I needed any. What were those hens? Guinea hens?
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah. So she tells me to tell her stop being bored. Anyway, what were we?
I don't know.
Talking about
Fairbanks last.
Gosh,
so my question is for those people actually, because we talk about weather. I love weather, but are you guys worried about like crops? Like, are you worried about some people I know Florida would be trees, fruit trees,
oranges.
Citrus, winter wheat through the plains, Kansas, and that stuff. You
so
guys,
how far down is this?
Animals? Are you guys? Is it right? Are you guys worried? Is it hurting?
Is it cold right down into Florida?
Oh yeah, like Texas is freezing.
I knew Texas was, but I wasn't sure Florida
it's a big dip. I don't know. Florida might be okay.
I know Meredith's getting a bunch of rain again.
Thanks, Jenna.
What's the saying? Don't marry someone you can live with. Marry someone you can't live without.
Good. Ooh.
You're still reading the weather.
I heard about that car pile up in Fort Worth. That was really
awful.
That was horrible.
So I was in the grocery store line up to get in yesterday because we're still in lockdown until Tuesday.
Yeah, then we go yellow or orange.
Orange. And they were saying it looked like a scrap yard. It just looked terrible.
Yeah.
Hello from Germany. Let's see here. There was good questions. I just don't want to miss any.
Lambing through minus 28.
There's a ton of people lambing right now.
Yeah. So I remember we used to lamb in January.
All the time. Because I never knew when they were coming.
It was horrible.
I just didn't run a tight ship back then.
Well, it was still like it's equivalent to lambing outside, to be honest.
It is in that barn. It's cold.
Yeah. So what do you got for questions?
What do you do in the winter?
Oh man.
Kim Wilson wants to know that.
So what do I do in the winter? Actually, for the month of, so we were actually done cropping in pretty good time. So it was like November.
Like a record.
We finished up. And then you almost are like 3 weeks to 4 weeks of just kind of decompressing and cleaning up after harvest and getting everything kind of ready for winter. And then the month of December, because of Christmas in there, we always take 2 weeks off kind of between Christmas and New Year's. It's crop planning. So I'm like busy doing prepaids, buying seed, getting seed figured out. And so yeah, I'm quite busy doing that. And then kind of January rolls around, we're doing stuff in the shop. So I haven't been doing YouTube videos because Jess is working with me and she likes to do them. So she's taking a lot of the content that's happening in the shop. We're rebuilding the 4020 tractor. For those who know what the tractor is, it's kind of iconic with the power shift transmission in it. So I've never rebuilt a tractor before.
He's learning how to do it on YouTube.
We're doing in-frame rebuild for those who know what that is, but new piston sleeves. I'm not doing the head. The head got sent to a machine shop and they're redoing it. We've actually been doing a lot of snowmobiling too. I've been out in the snowmobile a fair bit. And Jack wrecked it today. So
he didn't wreck it. You had it well on.
So so we keep quite busy. We're shipping a lot of grain right now. We shipped a lot of wheat. We shipped a lot of soybeans. We're shipping corn tomorrow morning. We got corn going out. We got a lot of corn going out. So yeah, and then we have to get the planting equipment ready. So we haven't quite done that yet. So the tractors are serviced. So
once you get into March, you get a lot more shop time.
Kind of March is like we got to focus on getting the equipment ready. So
Ronald's favorite tractor is the 4020.
Yeah, they're like, I've never had one. Is
that your favorite? Or is 4440?
No, my all-time favorite tractor,
4440.
if I could have one, would be a 7520 John Deere articulating. So for those who know what those tractors are, I love them.
Your dad's is a 4440.
Yeah, and I sold it on him, and I think he cried. But
and I like the 4760 stinky tractor.
Yeah.
Kristen Reynolds wants to know
Jenna
from Oklahoma if we are going to do the podcast anymore.
What do you want to say about that?
We are going to do the podcast.
We're doing the podcast. We actually are trying to get a few episodes.
We've got a couple
in the can.
And we're also going to throw it on YouTube. So you get to see you'll get to see this a little bit.
Someone said 4250. We have a 4250.
Yeah.
And if the 4020 rebuild goes well, I'm actually going to rebuild the 4250. Yeah.
You're going to split it?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Well, yeah. Anyways. It's been a good tractor. We're at 27 minutes.
Should we start playing the game now?
Sure.
Belinda's game. Let me get Belinda's questions.
I don't really like these because I always get the answers wrong.
Okay. So you got your book?
Oh, 3140. We have a 3130 that I would like to rebuild the 3130 as well, but it's in pretty good shape. Oh yeah. See, Larry's my man.
You're gonna just get on a tractor. This is exactly what Belinda said. Basically, is Mark just gonna talk about tractors? Oh my god!
Yeah.
See, I told you the boys. Were gonna be so happy that you're here today.
Maybe I should do like a Tuesday tractor talk live.
Okay. Well, why don't you just go on your channel and go live just to touch base with your people?
People wouldn't want to listen to me all the time.
Well, it's probably why they're here.
Oh yeah, so corn is ridiculous. Yeah, they're saying 503 American, so U.S. and Nebraska. Yeah, that's good. Oh, 4760. So a good friend of mine has a mint 4960 tractor. It will never leave their farm. It is beautiful, and they look after it very well. Jeff Olderdays.
He's got a 4960.
It's Mintus Quintus.
Mintus Quintus. Okay, so Belinda's got 5 questions, and then she changed one, but I'm gonna just add it. It's gonna be a bonus question.
Okay.
So you got your pen and paper. We're gonna both write it at the same time and then show their answers at the same time.
Okay.
Someone said tractor talk. You betcha.
Talking Tool Tuesdays. Yeah.
Okay. Number 1, who said I love you first? Okay, we've been married. We will be married
23 years.
23 years this year.
Yeah. See, I got it before you did.
Mm-hmm. Who said I love you first? Shoot.
I guess I should make it bigger, eh?
Ready? Oh, I think, but by only by seconds, I'm sure.
By seconds, because seconds matter.
Okay.
Seconds matter in a NASCAR race.
Okay. Number 2, who made the first move?
Oh, easy. All that talk about massive makeout mixes.
Little horn dog Mark. All right. Number 3, and of course Belinda wrote this. Who wears the pants around there? Who wears the pants? Ready? Oh!
That's hilarious.
You won't see a dress on this cupcake. That's hilarious. All right.
Oh, so they can't read. We gotta write bigger.
Oh, you can read it?
We'll have to give them the answer.
Okay, we both said both.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, we have terrible handwriting.
Oh,
I used to have really good handwriting.
I should have been a doctor.
Number 4, what is your spouse most scared of?
I know moms.
Oh, spouses. Spouses. Oh.
That's not what I would put, but probably one of them.
Spouses.
I know what it is. I can tell you what you're scared of.
I know.
Or what I'm scared of. So what am I scared of?
Oh yeah, right. I think.
I know.
Use marker. We don't have Sharpies. We apologize. She's making me do this. It gets a little
Well, we
blurry.
can say it. We can say it.
We'll say what it is.
We can say it. Okay. I said he was afraid of snakes.
No, I'm not afraid of snakes.
What?
So Sandy is petrified of spiders.
Hate spiders. Big one, like big ones, not little ones.
So what I'm really afraid of is a phone call from Sandy, because it usually means something is broken or something's not working right, and she usually is quite.
Sharpies.
She's usually quite frustrated by the point she calls me, and I know it's not really the.
And he's not very nice.
Well, you're not very
total
nice
disclaimer, because I know you're going to get frustrated, and then I get frustrated. Number 5. This is a great question. Whose legs are hairier at the moment? Siri. Ready?
Yeah. I'm like,
it's a tie. I gotta check mine, actually. It has been a while. Nope, they're good. There's the odd one. All right. All right, so this is the bonus question.
The bonus question.
Yeah. Who is your spouse's celebrity free pass?
Oh.
Well, I know yours. Darn it, what's her real name?
Thanks, Alex.
Oh, thanks, you said Alexa.
So what's your free pass?
I know. Yeah, like if there's a celebrity, if you gave me a hall pass, like a free pass.
I know yours.
I don't.
You know mine?
Yours.
I don't even know
I
mine.
I do. I think it's one of them. I know.
No, sorry.
What?
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Okay, 1,
So-
2, 3.
So you go first.
I said Scully off the X-Files.
Oh yeah.
I
would say Buffy off of.
Oh, Buffy the Vampire
Yeah.
Slayer? I forgot
No.
about Buffy.
I would say
He was a
Buffy.
Scully,
I like Scully.
I don't know.
but I don't know. You don't really
You don't-
talk about celebrity
No.
pass. I feel like you're gonna say Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Guys,
It's an inside joke.
I
It's
just
an
want to be
inside
your
joke.
friend. I don't want to. I don't.
I would have said the guy
Sand-
off of Riverdale. the
Sand,
dad.
Sandy obsesses a little bit over.
Oh,
Taylor
Kelly
Swift.
Ripa's husband.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hot. Yeah.
Sean Connery.
pretty hot.
Oh, Gillian Anderson. Yes.
Yes. Sorry, I couldn't remember her name.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Good questions.
So now
That
what?
was our little game. There was another person had
So
a
only 3
whole
questions.
bunch.
I'm trying to.
She had 5, and
Catch up.
someone left us a
Now we have
whole
slow.
list. Is there any other? Does anybody?
Who created your logo?
The sheep logo. We got our logo done at 99 Designs online. It's just an online service. 99 Design.
Yep.
And it's a really cool, actually pretty cool process. And then my logo was a part of our farm logo. I just ripped it off, basically. Someone had a whole quiz for us. Susan, I think was her name. Gotta find it. Because there were good questions there. I think a lot of the questions were the same.
Oh, you can actually read the chat now.
Yeah, we slowed down the chat, so if we don't catch, I'm trying.
We might be behind.
Oh, Mark, do you help out in the sheep barn? Only when things break. I do.
You helped me the other day because your wife was breaking.
Yes.
Mentally and physically. So I was
and emotionally.
You'll find out tomorrow if I get my vlog edited, which it's almost edited. So
yeah. So no, I do. For those who may or may not know, the winter of 2014, Sandy broke her leg in the sheep barn, and
my other leg,
her other leg, and I was on my way to a meeting in Winnipeg, and turned around, came home, and we had like 250.
300 ewes lambing or something.
300 ewes lambing, and I did it pretty much all with the kids' help. And the kids were not like as old as they are now, but because that's what happens.
So I think he was traumatized.
Yeah. So feeding and lambing, and
it was a lot like this outside.
Putting my hand in places I didn't really like to, and I've never been an animal person. We had pigs when I was a kid. And I would do the pig chores, but I'm not an animal person. I like eating them, but I don't like.
You shouldn't say that here.
I don't like the husbandry of I'm always been kind of a plant person. So I have no problems doing chores, feeding them, helping out. I can pull a lamb. I can do all that stuff. It's not my passion.
Yeah. But he's very supportive.
So I do.
And
I help where I have to, but we've always, I think a lot of people, the one question you get asked is how do we work together? And
yeah, I was actually
and married. So we're married. So we have, I guess what is it?
State.
Church and state. Is that what you call it? Okay.
I call it.
Yeah. Sandy beats me all the time.
Why? What happened?
Well, someone's commenting on my black eyes.
He always has, but this lighting's not the greatest.
It's
Someone
not
asked what.
So, anyways, yeah. So we have our own thing. I work in the shop. She works in the sheep barn. We're not working every day together side by side. That happens more often in the cropping time of the season, where she's in a tractor and I'm in a combine. But we do work very well together, but we also are very independent people that like to do our own thing. So I think knowing that we both have our own space, and when we split off from the larger family farm, it was pretty imperative that we both had our own thing to do. And that's kind of where Sandy's journey into sheep started. So
yeah, I was just looking for something that I could do solo.
Yeah.
I wasn't really interested. I had worked in another industry for like 13 years, and I didn't have Mark over there, as a partner. So I think I just.
Oh, that's a good question. Actually.
What's that?
Sorry.
What are each other's superpowers? That is a good question. Yeah.
Thanks, Kimmy.
I don't know where I was going with that. I got sidetracked by that question. What's each other's superpowers? Mark's superpower is his ability to fix
things that Sandy breaks.
He just knows. He's got a lot in his brain that just like you figure stuff out in your head.
So
and like you're quiet and methodical.
So what you can do with animals, I can do with equipment.
Yeah, but that's not even. It's not even just that. It's numbers. Like I asked you some sheep questions the other day. Like just like how much do my lambs make? And you'll be like, oh, boom, 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 boom. Then you'll be, this is how much you're making. And I get asked that question all the time, and I do not retain numbers.
Yeah, I don't know. I just Sandy's very good with animals. She's always been very good with animals, and that's her superpower. Mine, I think, to be honest, along Sandy's lines that she was mentioning, is that I just seem to be able to fix stuff.
He's a thinker.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question, though.
Does Mark use any egg?
Well,
precision egg drones?
I
wouldn't say precision egg drones.
Yeah, like
You've done some...
I use satellite imaging, I think, is a big thing. I've done some work with drones. I use a Mavic Air that can do some stuff with a company drone deploy. But my foray into drones resulted in it taking off in the office and cutting a slash through my shoulder. And yeah, so it's a checkered past with drones. I like them for video. They're very useful tools. They're fun.
Does anyone got questions for Jess? She's sitting here.
Hi.
People are asking.
What are we asking? Egg leader. Yep, we're all egg leader here.
Yeah. Brian's farming videos. He's doing a big planter rebuild, actually.
Is he?
With egg leader, with the speed meters and all that fun
Do you
stuff.
have all the stuff on yours already?
No, actually, I haven't watched a video lately of his, but I think it'll be interesting to watch it. So,
do any of our lambs ship to the USA? I think some Ontario lamb goes to the US, but our prices are so high right now that I doubt very many are going across right now. Has Jess found a boyfriend yet? It's just
Jess is not allowed a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Let's just get that straight. No boys.
I'm 18. I can have a boyfriend.
Why don't you come in the picture so they can see you?
I can have a boyfriend if I want one. I just don't want one.
That's a good answer.
At the moment.
I'm
not going to Redstone. I'm going to Guelph, University of Guelph.
Yeah, she's on her way. She actually was filling out her residence application, so she's leaving us.
Oh, winter canola.
Yes. Someone asked. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
We planted double the acres of winter canola. I'm a little apprehensive about how it's going to make it through this cold weather we're having. We've been down to minus 20 Celsius. Now, the only good part about it is that we have probably a foot and a half of snow, so like 45 centimeters. So it's well insulated. So I'm hoping that's enough insulation to have the winter canola survive. We had such a warm fall. It got a little big. So yeah, I was a little concerned that it was going to bolt. But yeah, I like it. But with commodity prices high and everything else, it's kind of wondering what risk level you want to do with it. But thanks, Miss Heather. Am I going to do any espresso training with Lucy? It's like a lot like Kinsey, where it was supposed to be the sheepdog in the barn, stay in the barn and do stuff with the sheep. Lucy was supposed to be my tractor dog, and she's a fat, lazy house dog.
She does. She does chase. Like
I think
I'm hoping come spring, we'll get her trained to do some ratting around the farm and do some vermin control.
She's been bringing in a few dead birds, so I'm thinking
she killed her first bird the other day.
Yeah, so it's pretty. So we'll see.
Someone asked me about the lambs somewhere. Do I think the lamb prices are going to stay up? Historically, no. I mean, the last time, I don't know though. Like they're ridiculous. The amount of I probably made this week on lambs. More than I'm not sure we've ever seen prices like this, have we? Even at Easter, I've never made this much.
This would be like one of the top, probably 2 or 3.
So we aren't sure if it's a demand thing or if we don't know if it's demand or if it's supply or what is going on. What is this? Carissa Gates.
Thank you.
BFs are a pain to take
Boyfriends
your
are a pain.
Boyfriends are a pain.
That's what I keep saying.
They're so high maintenance.
Did your beef? Sorry. You did beef and lamb boxes for Father's Day last year. Any chance you'll do it again? I think so. As long as we can get our animals processed, because our abattoirs here with the lockdown, you're looking at like pretty long waits. Brian, Sunny, hi. Sunny Farms says hello.
So people keep asking about a combine, and I'll just keep saying,
you'll find out.
Stay tuned. Coming soon to a field near you.
My poor dad doesn't even know yet, and I'm sure it's driving him crazy.
None of our family members know, and they all are like,
oh, Lucy. Hey, tube sausage.
Oh, so 305 live weight in Maine. Okay.
Oh, so they're high. Okay, so they're high everywhere. That's pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone asked, what
Real
was your
phenomenal
favorite pet together?
Broadcast my channel. Thank you.
Nice. Sorry? What
Someone
did you say?
asked, what was your favorite pet together?
Pet?
Yeah.
Oh, probably our Jack Russell.
Yeah, we had a Jack Russell when I was living by myself before Sandy was done school. I got a little Jack Russell named Haley. And then so Haley was with us 15 years.
So Kate Moore says Brian Sunny is hot. Brian's gonna always come on my live stream because he gets like the most compliments.
Sunny Flippin' Farms. Is it cold at Sunny Farms? That's my question.
Sunny Flippin'
I'm
Farms.
sure it is.
Jess
is a delight.
Thank you.
What's Jess's superpower?
Oh,
Empathy.
Yeah.
It's to the point though where it's like it's
your kryptonite?
Yeah.
She's an empath. She's a feeler, so she definitely is the one that her friends call and if they're having a bad day so she's definitely, I always, even when she was little, I just called her my makeshift therapist. She does a lot of therapy for mommy.
Not like on purpose. I just always knew what was wrong.
Yeah. Jess is Sandy's twin. I wish.
We look alike.
When I color my hair. How many acres does it take to support the sheep? We did this not too long
80
ago.
acres.
80 acres. So 50 of hay and 30 of corn between the dry corn and the corn silage.
Yep. So
that's not much corn. It's kind of surprising.
It depends on the yields too, a little bit, but.
Yep. No, it's pretty good and it works well. It's a little tougher right now because now lamb price is high.
But the corn price is high.
Our commodity prices are very high. So for those who are interested, it's we're getting $7 a bushel for corn here, and that's Canadian. So you would have to take a few cents off for US price, but it's quite expensive. So it's very expensive for livestock people. So we kind of factor that in when we look at profitability on lamb. So we're pricing corn into lamb at $7 right now, and I think probably the concentrate that Sandy's feeding in the lamb ration, it'll be like $400-ish a metric ton. So I think I figured it was $35 Canadian. You have
wrapped up in
to get a lamb from 50 pounds to 100 pounds.
See, he can do that, and I can't do that at the top of my head. I have to write everything out a million times. Someone asked how close we were to the University of Guelph. We're about an hour and a half. You could do it quicker, probably.
I drive slow, so not.
I used to go to Guelph all the time because that's where I had to go for meetings.
That's right.
This lighting makes me look
Is Lucy due for her space soon?
Yes. That's going to be a call that I make this week.
That was a discussion this week.
So we actually have a holiday tomorrow, which is Family Day in Ontario. So we...
Family Day.
Yeah, and you
still smell like a cow, Jess.
Jess, what do you do in the fields? She does whatever her dad tells her to do.
I've done everything except spray
and
combine, and plant corn.
Yeah,
I think that's everything. Oh, and spread manure. I haven't done that. Don't want to do that.
Well, it smells like you were.
Heather do it. Ranch nights.
Oh, ranch. The ranch.
Yeah, you have never been to the ranch yet. Hopefully,
I've never been to a bar yet. I'm only 18.
True.
So here.
I just mean, is Jack happy with what he's doing?
Thank you.
He's doing.
He's very happy.
He's doing.
What do you deal with?
Sorry, they're killing a stuffed animal right now. He's
doing
really well.
Day there, so
yeah, I thought it was a holiday tomorrow.
Yeah. Jack's doing really well. He loves what he does. They've given him a fair bit of responsibility at work, actually. So he's learning a lot of programming around electrical stuff, PLCs. So he likes to talk real smart when he comes home.
We do a lot of nodding.
But I think he really likes it. But I think it's gonna keep him busy for a while.
And Jess, what are you taking in college?
Oh, I'm taking ag business.
Don't say egg.
Agriculture business. And then I'm hopefully going to minor in science. because that way I can avoid chemistry.
You are your mother's
chemistry
daughter.
wasn't. I took 4 chemistries, but
Yeah, and you were great at it.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I only got like 50.
Why did you all name Jessica Jessica? Good. That's actually a good
funny question.
So we did not have We did not have a name for Jessica until I was in labor.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan and Klossner Farms again. When I was in labor,
they thought it was going to be a boy.
I had to get induced. So I went in to have her twice. Not to have her twice, but I went in the first night. They kicked me out again.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they were too busy.
And I was in the middle
You
of
were doing wheat harvest. And then the second night we went in at midnight.
Yeah.
They broke my water at midnight. And then he made me walk down the hall to get the contractions going because he's a hard nut when I'm in labor because he doesn't understand. And there's Jeremy. And then we saw it. Did we see it on did we see it on a plaque or something? We saw it on the wall.
Well, I had a great aunt, Jessie. I had 2 great aunts that were Aunt Jessica.
But we actually saw her name, Jessica Lauren. It was like a twin, or Jessica and Lauren. It was twins or something.
Yeah.
And then that's how we named her. Someone on a
okay, Mr. O'Shea, I would save the tractor. Just so you know.
What was his question?
If a tractor was on fire or a coyote was chasing down a lamb, what would you say first, basically?
Okay, those are 2 different answers.
Anyways, so yeah, the drinking age in Ontario for Jessica is 19.
Yeah.
So she'll be 19 this summer.
Emily. Okay. As a want-to-be farmer who doesn't have the means or guts, well, you have the guts. If I have the guts to do this, you have the guts to be a farmer. To get into it. Thank you for letting me live vicariously through you.
You know, the one thing
You're welcome.
Farming's really cool, but there's such a support industry for agriculture. Some people have it in their mind that they want to be a farmer and they're maybe in the city doing stuff, but there's so many job opportunities
that work directly with us.
So you might not be a farmer like you would see Sandy, I, or Jess do, but we rely on a lot of people behind the scenes. There's computer programmers that do software development for agricultural things. There's, robotic milking machines and dairy barns that need robotic tech service people.
So someone like Jack could be
like lending bankers. There's so much stuff to do.
Or even just like doing the things we do. So Carissa is like my right-hand person and she loves it. So she is a farmer. She gets to do it, but she gets to go home at night and not have to worry.
Which is why I like the dairy barn.
Right. So there is an advantage of
there's huge opportunity
being like working with a farmer, just being a farmer with the farmer, being a hired person.
Yeah. And I think the big thing for a lot of people is that, especially with us, with a working relationship we have with our suppliers or the people we work with, they're very integrated into our farm operations. So yeah, do they get to drive the tractor or, walk the fields?
No, but they get to come for rides.
But they can come for rides and they get to participate in that industry. So, I think people think agriculture is a farmer, where I guess all I'm saying is that if you really love the idea of agriculture,
there's a ton of jobs.
A ton of very well-paying jobs in our industry.
And just figure out where there's opportunity and where
you're interested
and where you think you'd fit and be that person that offers a solution.
Yeah.
Rebecca had a good question.
There's Rebecca, yeah.
Would you recommend lambs on a small scale? I want a few lambs for butcher each year, but don't want to go commercial. Yeah, there's a ton of people that do it smaller scale. I think there is. Now, I'm not sure you mean butcher like you want to do direct marketing or you just want it for your own consumption. Either way, if you have the means and the facilities, I say go for it.
Yeah. And thank you.
SD Rail fan. Thank you.
Someone asked where Jack's name came from. So
Jackson.
Jack has a sick name.
Jack was, so the farm that we bought.
Our first farm,
Sandy and I bought when I was 25 years old, I think. And no bank would touch me. They wouldn't give me any money. My parents were good enough to put up some collateral for the down payment that I got from one family friend to give to my neighbors who really wanted me to have the farm, and they carried the mortgage. So they carried a mortgage. I had a mortgage with somebody else to give them the down payment. And the people we bought the farm were Jack and Mary. So Britnell. So I don't know. I always kind of like the name Jack. So I wanted to name Jack, and Sandy's like in labor.
I didn't want.
He'd have a contraction. She's like, you can name him Jack, but I don't want Jack Brock. It's got to be something longer. So Jackson, it's like Jackson. Brock. So it's actually Jackson.
Tell them why. Like we did name our kids based on when we're mad at them. So they had to have a good mad name.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like,
name. Good name to you.
I always knew when I was in trouble because my middle name is Daryl. So if I heard Mark Daryl, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I want my kids to cry when I use their
in the tone.
It's Jessica Lauren. It's like.
Yeah, so
can I interrupt though? Because we never get yelled at, and I think you still secretly want to use that name. You just call me Jessica Lauren, period. Like that's just what you call me.
And then
it's not even my yelling name
so Jack's full name is Jackson Ross, and Ross came from
my grandfather who passed away when I was 3. So he was a very innovative farmer.
Everyone says you in the area.
And he helped my dad a lot get kind of started because my dad's dad really wasn't into farming so much. So we weren't, you can say we were not really, my dad really isn't, I would say he's Quasimodo kind of first generation because grandpa was
like he rebooted it. It's almost like a hobby start, Millennium Farmer's dad did that too, right? Like wasn't there a generation there that they kind of restarted?
Yeah. Jenna Snow, thank you. And yes.
Have you heard of FFA?
Farmers
Yes.
Of America, yes.
We've never been a part of it because we're Canadian.
Yeah, so we'd have like 4-H.
A lot of people think we're
junior farmers.
FFA is Future Farmers of America.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah.
Well, you've been to a lot of commodity classics and stuff like that where they do a lot of stuff down there. Does Mark snore?
Yep. I snore a lot, especially if I have a few bush lattes.
And we both grind our teeth. Too.
Jess and Mark grind their teeth, and Mark snores.
And no, the noisy birds do not migrate. They have migrated to my shop. They seem like we have accumulated more noisy birds.
Birds are insane in the barn right now. Wes just met. There's a Wes. Where did it go?
Right here.
Wes Moore. What will you do for help when both Jack and Jess are away at school, i.e. harvest? We're still trying to figure that out.
We're actually pretty lucky that there's enough kind of retire-ish people around that we can probably limp through, I guess. Mark isn't a big planner, and he doesn't like to think about it too far in ahead. Because it's really hard, though.
Doesn't like to get stressed out.
It's hard because you can't schedule cropping, right? I can't say... because of the weather we have, especially at harvest, at corn harvest particularly, it gets very variable in weather. So I can't say, okay, we'll start at 8, we'll quit at 5. It's like, sometimes it's like we get snow and it's like 3 a.m. and it's cold enough, it'll go through the combine. It's like, okay, let's roll. So it's kind of hard. Yeah. We'll have to figure out something.
I'm so glad we didn't have that this year.
Thank you. Meisner Madness and Gateway Midnight. What's the worst part of each of your jobs? I would say my worst part of my job is besides the winter like hauntings, I would say a weaning day which is this week. I got a weaning day coming up.
Yeah, you never really like.
I don't like weaning.
Day. My least favorite part of our job is when I physically can't do something. Like I'm just not strong enough. Like there's a lot of things with equipment that I'm just not strong enough.
I think mine is like changing hydraulic oil in the big tractors because it's like 168 liters of hydraulic oil you have to dump out of a tractor and put back in again.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. I just watch you do it.
Oh my God, these still coming in.
Yep.
I think that's all we got.
Yeah, Oakland, California.
You're so nice. Oh, I forgot to. So I think some of these people watch. There's another YouTube channel. They have goats. They have like a little backyard farm in Arizona. It's called Weed 'em and Reap. It's like one of the first YouTube channel.
Weed 'em?
Weed 'em and Reap.
Like
so it's
W-E-E-D?
Yeah, like a weed. It's actually quite.
Well,
it's a good. And it's one of the first YouTube channels that I was kind of watching when I was starting to do this stuff. And she reached out to me on Instagram.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I shared her thing. And I'm like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like fangirling.
Hello, sheep farmers from Manitoba.
Hello.
Manitoba.
I thought I saw a question on here about Romy. Megan wants to know about barn owls.
I would love to have a barn owl.
I just don't know where to get. Someone said I should get a pet one.
Yeah, like
you can get a pet owl.
There's people that do birds of prey, like stuff. I don't know.
It's insane. The birds in my barn right now.
In the dairy barn, they're really bad too. Like I got pooped on twice.
And I can't have. So when people ask me about barn cats, barn cats carry really bad bugs for sheep. So if their poo ever gets in the water bowl or in the feed bunk, my sheep could it's called toxoplasmosis, something like that, and it causes abortions. So really not a good thing for sheep. See, weed them and reap. Yep. So she messaged me and I was really excited.
Yeah, I've been watching these people
really
too.
nice.
I'm trying to think what their name is.
Oh, Lumna. Yeah. I saw that too. They popped up on my feed. So anyway, that's about all we know for tonight. It's 9 o'clock. It's toxoplasmosis. Yeah. So I can't have cats in the barn. I just won't do it.
Yeah.
I have a couple dogs.
So people are asking about where Jess works, but yeah, she works at a dairy farm.
Yeah, like one road over for us, so it works out really, really well. A lovely, actually, where I get a lot of my sheep equipment. A good friend, Melissa, that's the woman that Jess works for, her and her husband. She's the one that does a lot of she helps me with my Gallagher, and she does basically organizes all my supplies for the barn. So
cat scratch fever.
Cat scratch fever. That's totally it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna
Tassie farmer.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
Are there schools
in your area? Is there any schools in your area that has a school farm?
No. So there's an initiative that we're starting to try to do, and I'm not sure how it's going to work out. So we have a lending. It's kind of like a crown corporation. So it's part of the government, but it's not managed by the government. It's called Farm Credit Canada, and they're a lending institution. What they're trying to do actually is take young adults coming out of high school and putting them on farms to get experience to try to entice them to be interested in agriculture. So we don't directly have some of that stuff, but I think there's an effort to try to take
mentorship.
Yeah, mentorship, but
apprenticeship.
No, it's trying to align people with farms that you need some help. They're interested in agriculture. Stay and work on the farm for a week and get a taste of. So trying to
Is this a new initiative?
Yeah, it's really new. Because I don't know if it's official. So
way to go!
Don't tell anybody that I
don't tell the world.
I never heard of
but yeah, so like Tassie farmer. I don't know if you know. Claire Peltzer, who did a Nuffield in Tassie, but she's in the northern part, and she's working on doing kind of some of that stuff with getting
tourism, education.
Yeah, getting kids out and touring farms around Tassie. So, anyways, it's good stuff.
Someone from Ireland. Oh, and it's gone.
Yeah. Well.
Mocky Man. There's Moki Man, and oh my goodness, thank you.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
WA.
So, anyhow.
Yeah, guys. Well, we are probably boring you to pieces now.
Yeah, I'm just going to see if Daytona started back up again.
Wait, why was it?
We need more live feeds.
Rain delay.
I'm getting a little more. It didn't go near as sideways as our first one did with no volume.
The first one wasn't even that bad.
It came around.
Just get so stressed.
So yeah, and for those who do watch my channel or have watched my channel in the past, I do want to apologize for not doing videos. Yeah. I would actually sooner just do lives, to be honest.
Well,
lives are fun.
So Mark doesn't like editing.
Yeah.
And he's editing the podcast. So it's just editing that and editing the YouTube video. Actually, last year when it was all starting to come together, when we were doing field work, I was YouTubing all the time. You were YouTubing a lot. I ended up helping you edit.
Yeah, you're doing my
because
videos.
You were editing the podcast.
Yeah.
We just we were imploding. So Mark is very good at knowing his boundaries, and he's like, I'm out. So
well, yeah, and I guess we farm. I do all the crop management.
Yep.
So when I get into field work,
it's focused, tunnel vision.
It's crops, and it's pretty heavy crops for a while.
So that's why. So we just, between Jess and I, we have to help keep the content.
Someone wants
going.
me to do a live work on the 40/20. No, because I don't have a filter.
There's a lot of barn words.
I think there's work words that might happen.
It's actually not that bad.
But... Daytona's starting. Someone said.
I saw that.
So we should let these people go if there's any Daytona watchers.
But yeah, so no. Anyways. Happy Valentine's Day to
Happy
everybody.
Valentine's, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Thanks for supporting us. I'll hopefully have my video edited for tomorrow. I am attempting for the first time.
Thanks, Roger.
Oh,
thanks,
oh my God. What?
It's ridiculous.
Mark, what's Sandy like? You guys are amazing. What I was saying is I have edited all my movies, all my videos on iMovie, which is like the free software in Macs, for 4 years, and I am now switching to Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, and there's a lot of work words.
There's a lot of work words. There's been a lot of, I quit halfway through my last video and went back to iMovie, and I actually, so that's why my videos are taking a little bit longer.
There's 7520 for sale on Kijiji.
Oh, who
What's
had
a
to tell you
75?
that?
Oh, that's your favorite tractor.
Yeah.
Don't.
Thank you.
No more toys.
So
we gotta fix the ones we have. All right, guys.
Okay.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, and we will see you very soon.
Thank you.
Bye.